Hello students, let's read this question. What is the value of x in the following model? And we have a key on the right side, so we're going to be using that key to represent our numbers. And I'm going to get started with the number that I have before the equal sign. Can you see the equal sign? Okay, great. Now, on the key that we have on the right, you see this height. So these white rectangles are representing x's. And I'm going to highlight those in green, just so you can track me better. So this is going to be x and x. So how many x's do we have? We have 2 x's. So we're going to write it algebraically on the right side. That's 2 x's. Now for the white little squares, they're representing 1 unit. So I have 1 unit here, 2 and 3. So that will look like this, plus 3. Now I'm going to record my equal sign and I'm going to highlight that in pink. So you can see now after the equal sign, we have these dark squares and they represent a negative 1. And I'm going to highlight those in red just so we can track them better. That's 1 plus 2, that makes 3 plus 2, that makes 5, plus 2, that will be 7, plus 2, that will be 9. And that will be 9 negatives. Now remember that our goal is to isolate this x. And to isolate this x, I have to remove everything else that is next to this x's before the equal sign. So I'm going to remove this 3. But the only way to remove these 3 positives is by making them zeros. And I can make them zeros by adding the opposite sign. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add 3 negatives. 1, 2, and 3. So adding 3 negatives is like saying plus minus 3 or saying minus 3. So I'm going to do plus negative 3, or is the same as saying minus 3. And then on the other side will be the same thing, saying plus negative 3. If I have positive 3 together with 3 negatives, you see what happened. Since they're opposite, each pair of opposites, they cancel out. They are 0 pairs. So now from here, we're just going to have 2x. I'm going to bring down the equal sign. And now on the other side, notice we have negative 9 minus 3. Or we can say we have negative 9 plus negative 3. And on the picture, guys, when I added 3 on the left side, I needed to add 3 negatives on the right side. So that will be 1, 2, and 3. So now if we look at the pictures, how many negatives do we have? Can you help me to count them? 1, 2, 3 plus 1, that makes 4. Plus 2 makes 6. Plus 2, 8. Plus 2, 10. And plus the other 2, that's 12. And these are 12 negative. And it will be the same answer if we do this addition. Negative 9 plus negative 3, that is negative 12. Awesome. Now what we have to do, we just have to split what all the negatives we have on the right side with the x's that we have on the left side. So we're going to split them into groups because we have 2 x's. So here on my picture, I'm going to say, okay, I need to split half and half. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will be one group of 6. You see that, guys? And here that will be another group of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one can go with this x. And this other group may go to the other x. When we split into equal groups, that operation will be dividing. And we did it on the 2 sides of the equation, on the left side and on the right side. The opposite of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2. And we do that on both sides of the equation. And now I have 2 divided by 2, and I know that's going to be a 1. I bring down the x, and then on the other side, if I divide a negative by a positive, I know that's going to be negative. And 12 divided by 2, that's going to be a 6. Now I'm going to bring down the x, the equal, and the negative 6. When we have a coefficient of 1, we don't really have to write it. And you notice that we got the same answer that we got in the picture. For every x, we have 6 negatives. That is our answer. Do you find the answer in the answer choices? Awesome. Our answer will be letter C. Thank you, guys.